What's up, Squeegee Slingers? Tradman here, much appreciated. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. So this next video in the Squeegee Skills playlist is going to be about using your ladder safely, correctly and efficiently. So let's kick off with the ladder video. Okay then folks, so welcome to Squeegee Skills episode 2. Today we're going to be having a look at how to use the ladders correctly and safely. So first things first, we're going to get these off of the roof. Now we're using the Rhino safe clamps, so nice and quick. You just push a little red button, lift the handle up and off comes the clamp. So we'll get that sorted, get the ladders off the van and we'll show you the correct way to use them. Okay then folks, so the first thing we're going to have a look at with our ladders is the feet of the ladder. Now these are an attachment called swivel feet. You'll see that it's got a rubber foot on the bottom. Now these are also handy as floor levelers because the feet can actually swing up on either side. That'll help you to level out the ladder. So if you're going to buy a ladder, I would suggest you get something like that where the feet can flick up and you can then use it for greater safety and leveling out the floor. Also the rubber suction pads are very, very helpful and safe. But the first thing I was ever taught, especially using a ladder, was actually how to carry it. Now the best way to do it, depending on your height, for me, I usually try and wrap my right shoulder, everything's tucked on my right hand side, so I put the right hand side of my ladder onto my right shoulder, between my head and my shoulder. It just lies on top of there. So basically what we're going to do is put our arm round, and hopefully you can see that arm round here goes around the back of the ladder, and I like to, because my right hand is round about near rung 3, so I grab it by rung 3 and let the weight of the ladder rest on my right shoulder. So basically we'll put the ladder up straight, so it's straight up and down, okay, and then we're going to lean the ladder back towards me and the weight's going to be onto my shoulder, and I'm not going to be really using my hand that much at all apart from just to level it. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. I can actually do this with a couple of fingers. Okay, so and lift, and there you can see, so this right hand is literally just controlling the bottom bit of the ladder, but the weight is actually on my right shoulder and it's nice and easy to carry around. So just be aware of your surroundings. Obviously watch out for anything like the low-lying roofs, satellite dishes, anything like that. Just be mindful of the top of your ladder. So what we're going to do is walk around here. We've got a high window to do, well, I say high, it's higher than I can reach, let's say. So I'll pop the ladder here. Now what you want to do is get the ladder, if at all possible, right in the middle of your window so you're not stretching off to the left or to the right. If I put my ladder over there, I wouldn't be able to reach all the way to the left, so make sure your ladder's right dead center in the middle of the window. Okay, so we've got our ladder in the middle of the window. What's next? Well, if I'm on grass, what I tend to like to do, as I'll show you, is flick the feet up like so, so that the feet are actually digging in to the grass. Okay, so it's going to give me a nice stable platform to work from. Now if I was working on the slabs here, then I would put the ladder like so, so that the rubber feet have good grip on the flat, smooth surface. So rule of thumb, if you're in anything loose, like those kind of stones or grass, anything that you possibly think might move, flick the feet up so that the ladder digs into the floor. If it's anything like a flat road or slab like this, put the feet flat and nice and smooth, okay? But because to get the right angle, which we'll go over in a second, we're going to put this on the grass. So first thing I do is put the ladder up to the correct height, which is about there, somewhere just over the windowsill. You don't want it too low because you don't want the ladder falling off the sill, so I like to put it a good chunk just over the sill so that it's not going to slip off. Okay, make sure it's a nice non-slippery surface that you're putting your ladder against. If it's a slippery surface and it's windy, you might end up sliding left and right. We don't want that. So if you have a scenario where you can only put your ladder against a shiny surface, don't. Use an extension pole or something like that. Okay, now as for the feet, we've put our ladder up, so we want to flick our feet up. So it's very, very easy. You just lift and push the ladder forward, like so. It's easy as that. Literally, just take your hands, lift and push, and then that will dig into the floor, like so. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so that's our ladder secure. What I do, just as a good rule of thumb, a good practice, put your foot on the bottom of the rung and give it a push in, just so it's definitely not going anywhere. Okay, so our ladder's in place, it's centralized, it's safe, it's secure at the bottom, and we're also going to now look at the angle. Now, some of these ladders come with a handy sticker on it. So this line here, once that line is basically straight up and down, you know that the ladder's at the correct angle. But as a general rule of thumb, you will get a feel for it. Don't go too close to the wall, because if you lean back, your ladder will fall. If your ladder feet are sticking out too far, your ladder then can go forward and come down the wall, and basically the foot of the ladder will slip out and kick out. So you want the ladder at this kind of angle. That's perfect, because the weight's going to be going straight down and into the floor. Okay, and it's not going to be pushing you out or falling off. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, I've seen some people doing this before. Don't ever climb ladders 2 or 3 rungs at a time. It is not safe practice, and we don't want to encourage that. 1 foot at a time after the other. Now, left foot, right foot, blah blah blah, and up we go. Okay, so there's no movement, the ladder's not moving left and right, and as you can see, no movement at all. Nice and safe. These are very well made Ramsey ladders, so there's no issue with these. Okay, so hopefully you've learned something there. Hello, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.